Well, hello. I'm up here in the Coulee Peninsula in County Louth, which is the smallest county in Ireland, and I'm heading up to Carlingford on Carlingford Lough, right? So I'm just taking a detour here now across the mountain to Omeath, right, on Carlingford Lough as well, and eventually I'm going to come down into Carlingford Lough, walk around the village or town, and maybe do a little small walk up the hillside and give you a perspective on Carlingford, right? So yeah, that's what I'm at here now. So I'm going across the mountain here. It's just a lovely drive along here, I have to say. So I'm just taking a right here and then a left. Okay, nothing coming there. Right, a left here to Omeath. So I don't know if you can see it there now on the GoPro, but I'm climbing now because I'm going up into the mountain here. So yeah, I'll be climbing my way across to Omeath, and then I'll come back downhill. So it is 18 degrees here, and it's cloudy, but this is kind of more like the summer that we're really kind of used to here in Ireland. A bit of cloud cover and that kind of temperature. Last week we had, for last week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, we had a heat wave here. 30 degrees some days, and mainly it was averaging at 28 degrees. And sure, they thought it was the end of the world, really, like, you know, climate change and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not a climate change denier. I'm not at all. So this is the Coulee Peninsula. An awful lot of sheep up here. Real big sheep farms up here because of the landscape. I don't know whether it was in the late 90s or the early 2000s, but there was foot and mouth disease. It started in England, right? And they were trying to contain it, right? So all the sheep, I don't know how many sheep now, but all the sheep that lived up here on the Cooley Peninsula all had to be slaughtered, every single one of them. Very sad for some of the farmers, but that's what they had to do to eradicate it and make sure that it didn't take hold in Ireland. So all along here, all the farmland in the Cooley Peninsula, all their sheep had to be slaughtered, which was kind of a tragedy, really, isn't it? But anyway, that's how it went. I love driving on these roads here. They're just cool. Look at the forest bushes. The forest bushes there is blocking the view, but let me see if I can get a view here. Look at that, lovely, isn't it? See the house down there, look. Isn't that lovely? So this a lovely picture here, look. Driving down this country road with a mountain backdrop. Loving it, loving it. Wow, look at that for a view. It's not lovely. All the heather in bloom there, lovely in purple colour, gorgeous. and it's lovely and green up here, so they must have got a good bit of rain up here on the brow of the mountains, or the hills of the mountains here. That's all lovely and lush and green. More houses, nice houses. Brand new house there. I just love driving on these roads, I have to say. You know, they're twisty and turny, and you have to be careful of oncoming traffic and stuff, but I just love driving these roads. Real country. School ahead, so you've got to be careful, even though, oh, that's lovely, look, a wooden house there. Normally you'd see that out in Austria or Switzerland or Scandinavia. There's Carlingford Lough out there now. That's Carlingford Lough, and across Carlingford Lough, those mountains is the Mourne Mountains, the famous Mourne Mountains. As the song goes, the Mourne Mountains that sweep down to the sea. Oh, there's donkeys in the field here. Welcome to Omeath, my friends. Welcome to Omeath. The van there in front, look, it's called the Window Doctor. Repairs to aluminium, UPVC timber windows, fogged up glass, broken handles, hinges and locks, upgrade security to windows and doors. Cures the pain, that's the logo, that's very good. Cures the pain. Okay, now where am I going to park my car? Usually there's no problem in getting parking space here. Let me see now. Oh. Seems to be a bit of trouble getting parking here. No, I'll get in here. Will I get in here? Yeah, I will. Okay. Okay. Made it. Right. So this is Omeath, right, in County Louth, the smallest county in Ireland. So I'm up in the northeast of Ireland here now. And as I said, let me turn this air conditioning thing off here, right? Turn off the car, right. Okay, so this is Omeath here in Louth, which is the smallest county in Ireland, right? Out there is, that's Carlingford Lough there. That town you see across the lough is Warrenpoint, and that is in Northern Ireland. And if you're big into the politics of everything, that is part of the United Kingdom, depending on how you think about things, right? So I'd say the majority of people like myself that live in the Republic of Ireland regard Northern Ireland as part of Ireland, right? Okay, but there is over I think 1 million people living across there, right, in the 6 counties of Northern Ireland that regard themselves as British, right? So I'm not really big into the whole, as said before, the whole thing about countries and borders and, you know, nationalities and flag waving and all that kind of thing. I think it's territorial pissings, and it's just complete and utter bullshit. But that's just my thinking on things. I know it sounds so simple way to be thinking, but as I said, the world they reckon is here 4.5 billion years ago, and we're only here on the earth, is it gone back 100,000 maybe, or whatever, and we have, as human beings, have created all these so-called countries and borders, and as I said to you, territorial pissants, and think we're great, and this is America, this is Canada, this is Central America, South America, Brazil, Colombia, Venezuela, you know, and it just goes on and goes on and goes on. And when you really dig down deep into the whole thing, it's bullshit. It's complete and utter bullshit. Invented these imaginary lines, because if you go up into space, as I said, into space, I know I've said this before in another video, but it's true. You go up on the space shuttle, or the space station, sorry, and look down onto the Earth from 238 miles above in space. You don't see names on the Earth, do you? Like Ireland. You can say, oh, because that's Ireland. You know where they all are because you've learned about in geography and stuff. But from the space station going round the Earth at 17,500 miles an hour, you don't see continents. You don't see names on the Earth. So it's all bullshit. Anyway, let's get away from that. So this is Omeath, and yeah, so it's in the smallest county of Ireland in the province of Leinster, because Ireland is divided into so-called 4 provinces. I live in the province of Leinster that has 12 counties. I live in the county of County Meath, right? Again, it doesn't mean any relevance to me at all. I don't care about where I live. But let me stop talking shite here and get out and do a little walk along here to show you Omeath, okay? So there's a greenway here in Omeath that goes all the way to Carlingford. I don't know how far more it goes beyond Omeath here. So from Omeath to Carlingford is 8 kilometres, which I think is about 5 miles, right? So that's it.
Looking for a name for something?
I just the white.
They just hide around you.
I just said white around you. Very good. I've never seen that one now.
Take a walk along the wall and enjoy a glimpse into the history of each of the 10 townlands of Omeath. Lovely looking house there, isn't it? Isn't that gorgeous? Lovely looking house. It looks like they're renovating it or painting it anyway. I'll see a scaffolding up on the side. I think I'll take a picture of this with my camera. So as I said, across here the lough is Northern Ireland, and that town there is Warren Point, right? It's the first town that you will come into if you go up to Newry. Sorry, excuse me. You go to Newry, and then from Newry you can come down along the coast on the far side of Carlingford Lough and explore the Moran Mountains, right? But Warren Point is actually a lovely town, well worth a visit. So that's called the Strand Hotel in there. The Alsatian dog hanging out the window, look, is that cool? Here's an old house just derelict there. That would be a lovely project, you know, if you had the money to renovate that. I love that job actually. I can see two small little fishing boats just out on the loch there, probably heading into Warren Point, and there's a bigger fishing boat. He's actually, I think, fishing out here in Carlingford Lough. So straight ahead there is there's Carlingford, and then there's Greenore, it's called, and then the Irish Sea is just out down there. Hello, horse. Hello. How are you? Are you well? Do you want to say hello, do you? Do you want to say hello? No? Or maybe you're saying, leave me alone, I'm too busy eating my dinner. Isn't that right? Are you eating your dinner? Yummy, yummy grass, is it? Is that yummy grass, yeah? Come here. You come over to say hello, will you? Come on. Come here. Just say hello for a minute. Come here. Oh, good boy. Or girl, wherever you are. I'm sorry for disturbing you. I just wanted to say hello. Well, enjoy your din-dins, okay? Enjoy your dinner. See you. Cool, isn't it? Horse. Love horses. Oh, this is nice here. It's nice. Yeah. I don't know if the GoPro is picking that up across the loch here, like the Moran Mountains. It's just beautiful. Loads of like the mountains across the way there are just you can see the whole forests of trees all the way up the sides of the mountains there.
Stay with me.
And I think straight over here, straight over there is Rostrevor, and I stayed there with friends one time, and that's another nice town or village over there. And there's loads of tracks, like, you know, walkways and adventure biking and stuff through the woods and the mountains over there. Right. So just getting back to the bullshit politics of things again, right? The border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland is right down the centre of this loch here. So if you could swim out there, halfway across this loch here, you're in Northern Ireland, and to a majority up there, you are in Great Britain, right? So that's the imaginary border that goes down here, down this lochway. Halfway across that loch, you're in Northern Ireland. Halfway across here, you're in Southern Ireland, the Republic of Ireland. As I said, total bullshit. Total and utter bullshit, my friends. It's a big house, wow. Right, here's the thing as well, right? I'm not against big houses, right? But, or people building big houses, right? But, you know, like, most people now only have about two children or three max, right? And then they go and they build these huge houses with rooms that they never ever use. So I don't see the logic in it, really. But if they can afford to do it and they want to do it, go ahead. I'm not going to stop them. So the Greenway continues on that way towards Carlingford from Omeath, right? So as I said, it's saying on the sign back there 8 kilometers, which I think is 5 miles, right? So that's a nice walk or a nice cycle, you know. But I'm going to go back up onto the main road here and back into Omeath, because I'm continuing on to Carlingford, right? I used to have that in the garden at home. I think it's called Bujalia or something, or the other name for it is the butterfly bush. It attracts loads of butterflies. God, I don't know if this has been closed down since the pandemic or it was closed down way before the pandemic, but obviously it was a delicatessen and newsagents and a food store and petrol pumps. That's lovely. So again, just getting back to the water pumps that used to be all over Ireland before the mains water supply went into everyone's house, right? And this is how people used to get the water for their homes, their domestic water. You see the bucket here with the flowers in it, right? So see that little hook just there? So you hung the handle onto the hook, right? And then you'd get the handle off the pump and you'd pump the water into the bucket and then bring it home. So it's nice that they're using this here, like just that they've kept it and that they painted it, looked after it and turned it into a feature here in the village. That's a nice touch. Okay, I'm almost back into the centre of Omeath. Look at this, for bugs, look, isn't that cool? All different creatures can go in and live in here. That's really nice. I see a lot of people, they put a name in it, they call it the Bug Hotel, which is cool. There's a house that's just sold there. Wow, look at this. Takeaway Sister Chips, it's called, diner. Look at the old car up on the flat roof here. That's nice, isn't it? Nice touch. I like that. Yeah, so it's pretty okay, you know, it's picturesque village. You could stop here on your way to Carlingford or up to Newry or wherever and have a little stroll on that walk that I'm just after doing there, or make it a longer walk, or just sit down there by the loch and just sit down and relax and you know, or go into one of the shops and get a takeaway or whatever. Yeah, so it's a nice, this is Omeath now in County Louth. Look at this shop here, stuff you can buy. It's cool, isn't it? Like, not that I'm going to buy any stuff, but you got mugs you can buy. Good luck from Ireland. Look, cats on the cups. You got dogs on the cups. You have motorbikes. There's a steam engine. There's a car. Pool, if you want pool. Born to ride on a horse. Scrum and bear it, which is rugby. And then you have, look at the lovely boats they have up here. Aren't they gorgeous? Look, that gorgeous. There's another one there, 49 euros for that one, 75 for that one. There's 45 for the fishing boat, which is just lovely. There's a lovely clock, look, 28 euros including battery. It's off a fishing boat. Isn't that nice? And yeah, train, tractor, car. Look at these cottages, right? 3-bedroom cottage for 60 euros. Right? Very good. Look at the little tractor there. Look, 40 euros for that little tractor there. What else has it got in the... Well, that's a cool shop now, I have to say. I like that. Lighthouses. Smaller little boats here, 19 euros. 19 euros. Wow, look at that big yacht there, 95, called Endeavour. Wow, I like that now. 39 euros including batteries, so that must light up at night then. You can light that up at, you know, in your house with batteries in it. It's just lovely. Wow. That's a nice shop, isn't it? It's not mad what you learn when you go on a walkabout somewhere. This sign here is talking about out here on the loch, right? In 1916, right? On the 3rd of November 1916, two shipping vessels collided in the teeth of a roaring southwesterly gale, right? Anyway, 94 people lost their lives. So that was in November the 3rd, 1916, right? And only because I'm after stopping here in Omeath and passing by this cottage here, right? Well, actually, it wasn't a cottage. It was actually a railway station. So that's preserved. Look, that was part of a railway station here. So there was a rail line that went by here. But anyway, yeah, I wouldn't have had known that 2 ships collided out there in the loch, and 94 people lost their lives. So that's what I'm saying. When you go out and about, you get up and get out and do things, and you'll learn things as well as you go along, you know, which is cool. So that's it from a small pit stop in the village of Omeath on the Coulee Peninsula, beside on Carlingford Lough, right, in County Louth, the smallest county in Ireland, and close to the border with Northern Ireland. In fact, halfway across this loch here is Northern Ireland. So hope you enjoyed that little small walk around the village of Omeath, and I'll catch us all in the next video somewhere. Okay, take care, bye.